Noah and the Great Flood. God's covenant with humanity in the beginning. The world was alive with the breath of God. Rivers danced in the light of dawn. Mountains rose in majesty, and every living creature sang the same song. A song of harmony. But time passed, and the song of creation grew faint. The hearts of men turned away from their Maker. Where once there was love, now came violence. Where once there was truth, now came corruption. The earth, once pure, was stained by the shadow of sin. Men built cities, but forgot the one who gave them breath. Their laughter became cruel, their hands stained with blood, their hearts filled with pride. And the Lord looked upon the earth, and his heart was broken. The wickedness of man was great upon the earth, and every imagination of his heart was evil continually. Hennessy says 5, yet amid the darkness, one man still listened. One man still walked with God. His name was Noah. Noah was unlike the world around him. While others mocked the name of the Lord, he bowed his head in prayer. He worked with honest hands. He raised his family in reverence. He walked not by sight, but by faith. And God saw Noah. In the silence of night, the voice of the Almighty spoke. The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy the earth. The sky trembled, the wind stilled, but God's voice continued not in wrath, but in mercy. Make for yourself an ark of gopher wood. You shall make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. For behold, I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life. A flood. Rain had never fallen from the heavens before. But Noah did not question. He believed. Faith became his compass. Obedience, his map, and the ark, his act of salvation. For years, Noah labored. Each hammer strike echoed like a heartbeat of faith. The ark grew a monument to trust amid mockery. People came from distant lands to laugh. They jeered. Where is this flood you speak of, old man? They called him mad, but Noah did not answer. He kept building, wood by wood, beam by beam. His hands obeyed what his eyes could not see. His sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, worked beside him. Together, they built a vessel not of human wisdom, but of divine instruction. The ark stretched long as a fortress, sealed in pitch, shaped to endure the coming storm. As the final plank was set, a deep silence filled the air. The sky grew heavy. The earth trembled faintly. Something unseen was drawing near. And then it began, not with thunder, but with footsteps. From forests, mountains, and deserts, they came pairs of animals, lions and lambs, eagles and doves, elephants and foxes, walking side by side in peace. The people watched in disbelief as the creatures obeyed a voice they could not hear. 2 by 2 they entered the ark, each guided by the unseen hand of their creator. Noah stood at the entrance, his eyes wide with awe and sorrow. The animals passed by him, symbols of a world soon to be washed clean. And when the last creature had entered, Noah and his family stepped inside. The door, massive, ancient, and heavy, began to move. It was not Noah who closed it. It was God. And the Lord shut him in. Outside, the world laughed. Inside, the world prayed. And heaven waited. The first drop fell like a tear. Then another and another. Rain from the sky, from the deep, from the very heart of creation. The waters broke loose. The heavens roared. Lightning split the dark. Winds howled like the voice of judgment itself. Mountains vanished beneath the waves. The valleys filled. The laughter of the wicked was silenced by the thunder of justice. Inside the ark, Noah held his family close. They could hear the storm outside, but they were surrounded by mercy within. Days turned to nights, nights to days. The rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights. The waters rose higher than the tallest mountain, and all flesh upon the earth perished, except those sheltered by the promise. The ark floated in silence, a cradle of life upon an endless sea. Outside, judgment. Inside, grace. Days turned into weeks. Weeks became months. The world was silent, a vast ocean beneath a gray sky. But within the ark, life endured. The flicker of lamps, the quiet hum of animals, the songs whispered in faith. Noah waited. He watched. He hoped. And one morning, the rain stopped. He opened a small window. The sky was pale, the air heavy with the scent of renewal. Noah released a raven. It flew, but did not return. Then he released a dove. It flew into the horizon and came back with nothing. 7 days later, he sent the dove again, and it returned with an olive leaf, a symbol of peace, a sign that life had begun again. Noah wept. The promise was near fulfillment. When the waters receded, the ark came to rest upon the mountains of Ararat. Noah stepped out upon the new earth. The air was clean, the ground soft beneath his feet. The world was reborn. He built an altar of stone and wood, and upon it he offered sacrifices of gratitude. The smoke rose toward heaven, a fragrance of faith, and the Lord spoke once more, not in anger, but in everlasting promise. Never again will I curse the ground because of man. Never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and hit summer, and winter, day and night shall not cease janasas 21-22. Then God stretched a bow across the sky, a rainbow of fire and light, and he said, "This is the sign of my covenant between me and all life on the earth." The storm had ended. The promise had begun. The story of Noah is not merely about destruction, but renewal. It is a story of justice and mercy, of wrath and grace, of death and rebirth. The ark was more than wood and pitch. It was a symbol of salvation, a shadow of a greater promise to come. For one day, another ark would appear, not made by human hands, but by divine love. The cross would become the vessel of deliverance. Through it, humanity would again find refuge, not from water, but from sin. And just as Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord, so too does every soul who finds shelter in Christ. When the storm of judgment passed, Noah stepped into a new world. And one day, when the final storm is over, we too shall step into a world made new, where the covenant is complete and the rainbow never fades. He remembers still. Every soul who trusts in him, every heart that clings to his promise, will never be forgotten. Even now, the covenant stands. The rainbow arcs across the sky as a whisper of hope, a reminder that mercy triumphs over judgment. For the God who once flooded the earth is the same God who flooded the world with grace. And when we look upon the rainbow, we do not see the memory of wrath. We see the reflection of love, eternal.